ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रीशङ्कराचार्यनवावतारं विश्वेश्वरं विश्वगुरुं प्रणम्य वेदान्तशास्त्रश्रवणालसानां बोधाय कुर्वे कमपि प्रबन्धम्। न भूमेर्न तोयं न तेजो न वायुर्न खन्नेन्द्रियं वा न तेषां समूहः अनैकान्तिकत्वात् सुषुप्त्येकसिद्धस्तदेको वसिष्ठः शिवः केवलोऽहम्। साक्षी is avyabhichari and it is present also during sushupti. So that is revealed, and it was said that the pratibimba of the sakshi is available in antakarana, and that antakarana with chaitanya pratibimba becomes pramata. It seems that this pramata is the ashraya of prama, but actually speaking, pramashraya is Shuddha Chaitanya. Due to Anyonya Adhyasa, we give the idea, or we develop the notion that it is there in pramata. The pramashrayatvam is in pramata. So now a question comes that for mukha pratibimba, mukha has to be chakshusha pratyaksha. It should be available through the eyes so that we can grasp the form. And there has to be savayavatvam. Parts have to be there. Means it has to be parichinnam. So now that is taken up as a Purvapaksha. Page number 22. So now we are entering into a highly technical discussion. Even though it was said, Vedanta Shastra Shravanalasanam Bodhaya Kurve Kamapi Prabandham, this discussion will prove that if you are Vedanta Shastra Shravana Alasi, then we will not survive. Let us see. Nanu. So this is a new topic. I think it is number 18. Earlier, I don't know if I gave all the topic numbers or not. This is Pratibimbana Upapattihi. How Pratibimba will take place of Atma, Chaitanya. Nanu Nirupasya Niravajavasya Atmanaha Katham Pratibimba iti chet. So the question is, Atma is Nirupa. Nirupa means formless. And Niravayava means partless. Nirupasya Niravajavasya Atmanaha. Anything that doesn't have form, anything does not have parts. So Vedanta says Atma is Ashabdam Asparsham Arupam Avyayam Tatha Rasam Nityam Gandhavachayat So it is, there is no Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha in Atma. And Niravayava. Atma is partless, Niransha. So, of such a thing, how reflection is possible? Katham Pratibimba. This objection is from Purvapaksha. Iti chet. Vedantin says, Ka atra anupapattihi. What is not possible? Why there is impossibility, you see? Ka atra anupapattihi. So, means Vedanta is saying, why not possible? It is possible. And the reason Vedantin gives is, Vibhrama hetunam vichitratvat. Illusion can be caused due to varieties of causes. Or illusion can appear due to varieties of causes. Vibhrama hetunam vichitratvat. Japa kusuma rupasya. Now, drashtanta. Japa kusuma means a red flower. Japa kusuma. Japa kusuma arupasya. Japa kusuma rupasya nirupasya. So, japa kusuma rupa, which is nirupa, niravayavasyapi. And japa kusuma rupa is also niravayava. Sphatikadav pratibimba darshanat. Vedantin says that in sphatika, its pratibimba can be seen. Sphatika or in mirror also. So there we are seeing the reflection not only of japa kusuma but also of japa kusuma rupa. Japa kusuma rupasya nirupasya niravayavasyapi sphatikadav pratibimba darshanat. Now let us see tika. Japa kusumasyeti. Japa kusuma sannihite sphatike kevale raktima drishyate. So Purvapaksha is clear. What is Purvapaksha? That which has rupa. Rupavat savayava vastu alone will have pratibimba. If there is no rupa, if there is no avayava, there is no pratibimba. So Vedanti's objective is to show vyabhichar in this vyapti. Yatra yatra sarupatvam, yatra yatra savayavatvam, tatra eva pratibimba. Vedanti has to show vyabhichar in this vyapti. Japa kusuma sannihite sphatike kevale raktima drishyate. Natu tatra japa kusumam darpane mukhamiva samupalabhyate. If there is a sphatika, in proximity of that, if you put a red flower, japa kusuma, hibiscus. Japa kusuma is hibiscus. Hibiscus or hibiscus. In India we call hibiscus. Japa kusuma sannihite sphatike kevale raktima. The redness kevale raktima drishyate. Natu tatra japa kusumam samupalabhyate. Only the redness is seen in the sphatika, not the flower. Like darpane mukham iva samupalabhyate. Means darpane mukham iva na samupalabhyate. Raktima cha na rupavan napi savayava iti bhava. And that raktima, redness, is not rupavan. And it is also not savayava. So now, you have to remember, this is some Nyaya Darshana person. Okay? So what is their understanding? You know what are the padarthas that they accept in Nyaya? What are the padarthas? How many padarthas are there? Sapta padartha. What are they? Dravya guna karma samanya vishesh samvaya abhava. Correct. So now, guna as a separate padartha is a separate padartha, but it cannot exist separately. For guna to exist, it needs dravya as its ashraya. Like redness of a color or of a pen or a cloth. So the redness of a pen or a cloth or a flower, it can exist only in a dravya. Like you need a pen for redness to exist, red colored pen, or cloth. So red cloth, red flower. Redness cannot exist just like that. So all guna can exist in dravya. First principle. Second principle, guna cannot reside in guna. So rupa cannot be in rupa. So if japa kusuma is the dravya, japa kusuma, the flower, is a dravya. Dravya will have rupa, any guna. All gunas, any property, any attributes will belong to the flower, the dravya. Then in a property, another property cannot come. Another property cannot exist in a given property. So rupa is a guna. And therefore, in the pushpa, japa kusuma, rupa guna can exist. But in rupa guna, another rupa cannot come. Means the rupa is nirupa. Japa kusuma is sarupa. Japa kusuma rupa is nirupa. Similarly, avayava. Next point is about avayava. Avayava also can be in dravya. Avayava cannot be in guna. So, flower can have parts. Redness cannot have parts. Or fragrance cannot have parts. So, rupa, gandha, sparsha, they cannot have parts. Savayavatva also will be there in dravya. So, rupa also will be in dravya, avayava also will be there in dravya. And according to Nyaya Vaisheshika, Atma is one dravya. They consider Atma also as one dravya. Just like you have 5 elements and you have space, time, direction, all means dik, kala, etc. Mind and Atma are also dravya according to them. And so, they can have all these avayava, etc. We don't accept avayava in Atma. We don't accept Atma as dravya to begin with. Means Atma is a substance, but not substance as in how we, like generally what people think substance means some kind of matter. So they say Atma is also some kind of matter. And when they say it is not Jnana Swarupa means it is Jnana Abhava. Anyway, that is different matter. But for now, so Savayavatva will also be there in Dravya according to them. Third is Kriya. Kriya also will be there in Dravya. Kriya Ashraya will be Dravya. Any activity cannot be there without a locus. So you need dravya for guna to exist. You need dravya for avayava to exist. You need dravya for kriya also to exist. Now, let us see what is this Purvapakshi saying. Purvapakshi says, Nanu Vishamo Drashtantaha. So, here the last sentence is Raktima cha na Rupavan. The Raktima, redness, is not having Rupa. Why? Because Raktima is Guna. Guna cannot have another Guna. Napi Savayava. And it is also not with parts, because Dravya only can have avayavatva. Therefore, the Japa Kusuma Rupa, which is Nirupa and Niravayava, it is seen in this Phatika. So what Vedanta is trying to prove? That Nirupa, Niravayava Vastu can have Pratibimba. So there will be Vyabhichara in his Vyapti. Therefore, Atma being Nirupa, Niravayava can have Pratibimba. Chit Pratibimba is possible. So he says, Nanu Vishamo Drashtantaha. No, this Drashtanta is not right Drashtanta. Why? Sphatike Drishyamanasya Raktimnaha Pratidhvanescha Pratibimbatva iti chet. He says, Sphatike Drishyamanasya Raktimnaha. Raktimnaha means? Raktimnaha, which case is that? Because Drishyamanasya Raktimnaha. So Drishyamanasya is sixth case anyway. So you see, sometimes everybody will not know everything. You have to learn these things. You have to pick up on how to put the pankti, how to do the sentence formation, how to do anvaya, etc. So in Sphatika, the redness which is seen, Raktimnaha Drishyamanasya, and Pratidhvani. Pratidhvani means echo. There, Pratibimbatva abhavat. Purvapakshi says there is no Pratibimba there. Iti chet. Now, let us understand what he says. In Japa Kusuma, so this flower, where the Pratibimba of is taking place, there is Rupa. And you are saying that there is something which does not have, means in Rupa cannot stay. That's why it is Nirupa and yet there is Pratibimba. So actually, technically he will say that, okay, redness of the flower is staying in flower. With which sambandha? Samavaya sambandha. So now this is why I said, all these things, they require that you have some basic knowledge of Tarka Sangraha, etc. Samavaya sambandha. So he says, redness in flower is with Samavaya sambandha, but Rupa, in Rupa, cannot exist with Samavaya sambandha. But he says it is there in as Tadatmya. So Rupa is there in Rupa with Tadatmya sambandha, and therefore Rupa is there in Rupa. Then, so Vedantin says, and this Pratidhvani also, in Pratidhvani, where is Pratibimba? You are saying Pratibimba. So, see Moolam. Shabdasyapi pratishabdakhya pratibimbopalambat. Shabdasya of the sound, pratishabdakhya means the echo, that is the Pratibimba. Pratibimba always doesn't mean a mirror and some form has to be reflected. Sound also gets reflected. That is also called Pratibimba. And how is that? Let us say you are standing in the middle of a big hall with a high ceiling. Then, in the middle of that hall, which is closed, you say something loudly, and what will happen is that sound, as though you will feel, is coming from the top of the ceiling. So actually sound is starting from my throat, but it appears it is coming from somewhere else. Or like near Gangaji, if you stand and the mountain is there on the other side, so you speak something, and as though it will appear like somebody from the other side of the mountain is speaking something. This is called pratibimba, the pratidhvani. So Vedantin is saying, now in that shabda, where is rupa? Even if you say that rupa is existing in rupa with tadatmya sambandha, in shabda where is rupa? In shabda where is avayava? Still you can see pratibimba. Tayoho, continuing in Moolam. Tayoho sampratipanna pratibimba vailakshanya anirupanat. Tayoho, of these two, means of the nirupa, japakusuma rupa and shabda, both of these two, sampratipanna pratibimba vailakshanya anirupanat. You cannot prove that they have something which is pratibimba vilakshana. Pratibimba vilakshana means that they are not called as reflection, that you will not be able to prove. And what is that reflection? That which is sampratipannam. Sampratipannam means that which is agreed by both sapaksha and vipaksha. So whatever means both parties, Vadi and Prativadi, both of them, they have agreed that this is called pratibimba. So that lakshana of pratibimba applies to japa kusuma rupa and also to shabda. That is what this vakya is. Tayoho sampratipanna pratibimba vailakshanya anirupanat. So you cannot say that they do not have the lakshana of pratibimba, those lakshanas which are agreed upon by both of us. Okay? Okay. Let us go in Tika now. What is sampratipannam? Sampratipannam sarvasammatam. Sarvasammatam means Vadi Prativadi. When there is a katha, the dialogue is called katha. So, what is going on right now between Nayayika and Vedantin is called katha. So, we both have agreed. That is called sampratipannam. Sampratipannam sarvasammatam darpane samupalabhyamanam mukhadi pratibhimbam. What is called pratibimba is that which is available in the mirror. Darpane samupalabhyamanam mukhadi pratibhimbam. Tat sadrisha eva sphatikgata raktima pratidhvanishya. So mukhadi pratibhimbam is accepted by both parties in darpana. Like that, similar to that is sphatikagata raktima, the redness appearing in the crystal, redness of the flower appearing in the crystal. And pratidhvani, the echo, is also similar. Okay. Anya sambandhena, now what is that pratibimba that he is going to explain? Anya sambandhena anyatra upalabhyamanattvasya avisheshat. In both these examples of redness being reflected and sound being reflected as echo, anya sambandhena anyatra upalabhyamanattvasya. Due to association with something else, somewhere else that thing is available. This lakshana is there. Like my face. It is here on this body, my head or face. And then there is mirror. So because of that mirror, anya sambandha. Now there is sambandha with anya, darpana. Anya sambandhena anyatra upalabhyamanatva. It is anyatra, somewhere else it is upalabhyamana. So this is avishesha. This is not contradicted. So what is pratibimba? He gives the definition. Anya sambandhena anyatra upalabhyamanam eva hi pratibimbam iti bhavaha. This is the definition of pratibimba. Even though we might have talked about it, studied it, discussed it, or at least in the front of mirror seen our face as pratibimba, how many crore times now? Many, many times. But the definition, we did not know what is pratibimba. So if somebody says, what is, oh, this is pratibimba, we will just show that. So definition is given. Anya sambandhena anyatra upalabhyamanam eva. Anya sambandha means due to my association with mirror, anyatra upalabhyamanam, bimba which is anyatra upalabhyamanam is called pratibimba. Iti bhava. Okay. So, this vakya is over. Tayoho sampratipanna pratibimba vailakshanya anirupanat. You can't say that this is any different. The redness of the flower getting reflected in crystal means not only you understood this redness thing, what I am talking. Flower is reflected in the crystal. Redness is also reflected in the crystal. This is the thing. Can you say that only flower is reflected in the crystal and not redness? Nobody can say. Nobody can say that. So, flower is reflected, redness is also reflected. Now, that redness is nirupa, niravayava. And of course, the sound also. So, both are having the same lakshana of pratibimba as it is given here. So, you can't say that they are any different. Punah shankate tathapi. So, again he is going to question. So, now what we have to understand is that this rupa, shabda, etc., they have the pratibimba lakshana, and therefore they should not do any restriction. It's called sankocha. Sankocha means in lakshana, you want to apply that only in some cases and not in the other. That is called sankocha. So there is no such thing here. You have to apply it wherever this lakshana is available. Anya sambandhena anyatra upalabhyamanatvam. Then you have to call it pratibimba. So it is possible. So you can't do lakshana sankocha here. So, due to upadhi, that dharma is available. Tathapi, in moolam now. Indriya grahyasyaiva pratibimba iti chet. Now, in that, whatever objection that he had raised, he is bringing another possibility. What is that? At least it is rupa grahya, indriya grahya. So, that which is indriya grahya alone will have pratibimba. That is his new proposition. Indriya grahyasya eva pratibimba. So, that which is not indriya grahya, how can you have pratibimba of that? And indriya grahya, so one is, the rupa is chakshusha pratyaksha, it is chakshur indriya grahya. And shabda is shrotra indriya grahya. So, if the bimba is indriya grahya, then pratibimba will be indriya grahya. Let us put this as the lakshana from Purva Paksha side. If the bimba is indriya grahya, then only pratibimba will be indriya grahya. So, japa kusuma, redness you can see through your eyes. So, reflection also you can see through your eyes. Shabda you can hear through ears. Then reflection, echo also you can hear. Iti chet. This is his question. Na. Vyabhicharat. What is the vyabhichara? Akasha. Akasha is not indriya grahya, according to Vedanta. According to Prabhakar Mata, Akasha is indriya grahya. That will come. So, that which is not indriya grahya, anindriya grahyasya. Okay, one sentence let us do in Tika, then we will come, or let us just finish. Anindriya grahyasya sakshi pratyakshasya api akashasya jaladau pratibimba upalambhat. So this is a Siddhanta, important Siddhanta sentence, Vakya. Akasha is what? Not Indriya Grahya, but it is Sakshi Pratyaksha. Anindriya Grahyasya Sakshi Pratyakshasya Akashasya Jaladau Pratibimba Upalambhat. In Jala, Akashasya Pratibimba Astyeva, Bhavatyeva. Pratibimba Upalambhat. Now, generally, how do we understand? Do we understand that Akasha is Sakshi Pratyaksha or Akasha is Indriya Pratyaksha? So, these are the things we should think about. That Shastra says, or Vedantins, they say, Acharyas say, Akasha is Sakshi Pratyaksha. In my Vyavahara, do I understand Akasha as Sakshi Pratyaksha? Or do I think it is Indriya Grahya? So, Prabhakaras, they say it is Indriya Grahya. So, I say, yeah, I also think Akasha is Indriya Grahya. So, now, what is meant by Indriya Grahya and why Akasha is not Indriya Grahya, that he is going to explain. Tika. Atmanah Indriya Grahyatva Abhavat Tasya na Pratibimba Sambhavati iti Ashaya. Atma is not Indriya Grahya. Therefore, Atma's Pratibimba is not possible. This is Purvapakshi's statement. Siddhanti says, no, there is Vyabhichara. Means, even if something is not Indriya Grahya, its Pratibimba is possible. Yatha Akasha. Anindriya Grahya iti. Akashasya yajnanam jayate tanna ghatadi pratyakshavat pramatru pratyaksham. The knowledge or cognition of Akasha, Akashasya yajnanam jayate tanna ghatadi pratyakshavat pramatru pratyaksham. Like ghatadi pratyaksha vastu, ghata, pata, etc., they are Indriya Pratyaksha. Indriya Pratyaksha means they are known through Indriya and then through Pramata. So, that's why they are called Pramatu Pratyaksha. Whereas Akasha is not Pramatru Pratyaksha. Akashe Rupadi Abhavena. In Akasha, Rupadi Abhava is there. Rupadi Abhavena Chakshuradi Indriya Samchar Abhavat. So, there Chakshuradi Indriya cannot have reach there, because the eyes cannot see space. So, we are seeing space through our eyes only. So, actually, we don't know what we are experiencing. We erroneously conclude something and then we hold on to it nicely. Napi Anumanadikam. In Akasha, Anumana also is not possible. So, Chakshuradi Indriya Sanchara is also not there. Anumana Sanchara is also not there. Means I cannot do Anumana that there is Akasha. Why? Tat karani bhuta vyapti jnana dehe ananubhavat. For any Anumana to take place, you should have vyapti. Vyapti jnanam, if it is not there, then Anumana you cannot do. You need vyapti and you need drashtanta. And that vyapti and drashtanta you will get through pratyaksha only for Anumana. So, if pratyaksha doesn't work, Anumana cannot work. Tathacha, tatra pramana sanchara bhavena nantakkaranasya tadanim akashakara vrittihi. Therefore, in Akasha, pramana sanchara abhava is there. Pramana cannot move, cannot function. Therefore, antakkarana akashakara vritti does not form. So, akashakara vritti is not formed by pramata. That is proved. Pramana janya manovrittaveva manasaha parinamitva niyamat. These are all important, very beautiful siddhantas. what is the niyama? Pramanajanya manovrittau eva manasaha parinamitva. Antakarana parinama, manasa means antakaranasya. Antakarana parinama will take place only when there is pramanajanya manovritti. Since no praman can function in akasha, pramanajanya manovritti is not there. Therefore, it is not pramatru pratyaksha. Ataeva, so far everything is clear. Anytime if you feel that something is not in line, then you interject. Because otherwise I will not know. I can't see your faces. And you can't say that, oh, I don't care all this. I just want to take, Bhagavan's name, that Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, or I just want to know Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. What do I care about all these things? So, this is Vedanta Shastra Shravana Alasanam. This Grantha is created. You see, I am not Vedanta Shastra Shravana Alasa Matra. I am Siddhanta Bindu Tat Tika Cha Shravana Alasa. So then what should I do? Then from Dasha Shloki you go to Eka Shloki probably. No. So in Shastra they always have these different methods to make our mind subtle. What is the purpose of all this? To make our mind sukshma. Our mind loves sthula vastu because there it doesn't have to put forth any effort. It doesn't have to do any thinking. Just whatever comes, I am very comfortable. Because I can see tree and mountain and river and everything, people and monkeys and cows. What is there? You don't have to put forth any effort. A child also can do that. But sukshmatva is this kind of vichara. So what this will do is, bahirmukha pravritti, it will curtail. Vishaya sakti, it will curtail. Because this will require that constantly I have to think in this way, as given in Shastra, in commentaries. Otherwise, in that much time, people will do other things. So that's why such things are given. Okay. Ataeva shuktau rajata bhase rajatakara manovrittir na vyavaharikasya manasah parinamah. And therefore, in Shuktika, when rajata abhasa takes place, that rajatakara manovritti, whatever that thought is, it is not vyavaharika manasah parinama. It is not thought modification of the mind. When I see silver in the shell, Shuktau Rajata is not manasa parinama. Kintu sa manovrittihi avidya kalpita eva iti sakshi bhasyam eva tad rajatam. That manovritti is actually avidya kalpita, means it is avidya vritti, and therefore it is sakshi bhasya. So it is not thought modification, it is avidya modification, and it is sakshi bhasya. That rajatam is not indriya pratyaksha, chakshur indriya pratyaksha, it is not. Okay. Tathacha akashasya. So this point in Vedanta Paribhasha and all, it is explained, and also in Sankshep Shariraka and all, elaborated. Tathacha akashasya sakshi pratyaksha vishayatvam siddham, and therefore akasha is sakshi pratyaksha. Akasha is not indriya pratyaksha. This is siddham. Ato anindriya grahyasya akashasya, avagraha if you want, you put ato anindriya grahyasya akashasya iva atmanopi pratibimba sambhava iti bhava. Therefore, what is proved? Akasha is anindriya grahya, and that anindriya grahya akasha can have pratibimba. Therefore, Atma is also anindriya grahya and still Atma can have pratibimba. Iti bhava. Pratibimba sambhava. So this is proved. Nanu akashasya indriya grahyatva abhavena naiva tasya jaladau pratibimba sambhavaha. If you say akasha is not indriya grahya, then the pratibimba of that akasha, indriya, in that word, nanu akashasendriya, say akashasya imdriya, acha, he has put ma. No, it should be, not ma. In indriya grahyatva abhavena, so akasha is indriya, not indriya grahya. Then naiva tasya jaladau pratibimba sambhava, then in the jala its pratibimba should not be there. But jalantara akasha upalambhastu jalavachinna akashasya eva na pratibimba bhuta akashasya iti. In the jalantara akasha upalabdhi that is there, it is jala avachinna akashasya eva na pratibimba bhuta akashasya. What I see as a reflection of akasha in water, that is jala avachinna akasha. What I am seeing is space conditioned by water. It is not a reflection of space. Because what we are saying, what was said here is that akashasya pratibimba is sambhava, even though akasha is not indriya pratyaksha. So, the Purvapakshi saying is that akasha is available in the water as reflection, but that is not a reflection of akasha. It is reflection of akasha conditioned by water. Jala avachinna akashasya eva pratibimba na pratibimba bhuta akashasya iti chet. So anyatha, see moolam. Anyatha janu matre api udake. So janu matre api udake ati gambhira pratitir na syat. Janu matra means that water which is only up to, let's say, thighs or knees, only up to that much, but when you see it, it looks like it is so deep. That depth, and there also I see that Sabra Nakshatra Akasha is reflected. All the stars and everything I can see, but it is not that deep. Water is shallow, but the pratibimba, therefore Akasha pratibimba is taking place there. So now see tika. Anyatha janu matreti. Jalavachinna akashasya gambhirya abhavat. You are saying, we are not seeing akasha, we are seeing jalavachinna akasha. Jalavachinna akasha doesn't have gambhirya. Means there is no depth, there is no such thing that it is so deep in that water. So it is akasha pratibimba, it is not jalavachinna akasha. So Purvapakshi says, okay. Nanu astu uktaritya akashasya jale pratibimba upalambha. Uktaritya, as you are saying, let there be pratibimba of akasha. Okay. Sadhanam tu tasya chakshureva apekshate. But its sadhanam is chakshu only, eyes alone. How do you see reflection of akasha in water? Through eyes. So sadhanam is chakshuveva. Andhasya tatha ananubhavat. A blind person will not have this anubhava. Ato बिंबाकाश उपलम्ब साधनम अपि तदेव स्वीकार्यम. So this niyama I told you. What niyama he wants is that if pratibimba is recognized through some indriya, bimba also should be recognized through same indriya. Just as redness of flower was seen in the crystal through eyes, so the original redness of flower also is chakshugrahya. Shabda, echo is known through shrotrendriya, so shabda is also known through shrotrendriya. So here reflection of akasha is seen through eyes, therefore akasha also should be indriya pratyaksha. Why do you say it is sakshi pratyaksha? So your question was answered. Anandji, you had some question, right? That is answered, or is it still, if it is not answered, then you ask. No, what was your question then? So akasha is grahya. We are not saying akasha is not grahya. Akasha is grahya through which means? That is the question. Akasha is grahya, in that we don't have objection. We are saying it is sakshi bhasya. It is not indriya bhasya. It is not indriya grahya. It is sakshi bhasya. So it is bhasya. We are not saying it is not bhasya. Clear? No. See, so far what he said, akasha is sakshi pratyaksha. Correct? The indriya, how it is known, that discussion is right now started. He said that the sadhanam for jala pratibimba is chakshu eva. That is the vakya we just read, right? Nanu astu uktaritya akashasya jale pratibimba upalama. Sadhanam tu tasya chakshu eva. So he says the sadhanam for that jala pratibimba is chakshu. Why? Because his hetu is what? Andhasya tatha ananubhavat. If there is a blind person, he doesn't have eyes. So can blind person have the knowledge of reflection of akasha? No. Ataha, therefore, so that part is still under discussion. This is a long discussion. It's not over. So if your question is still somewhat answered and somewhat not answered, then you keep it. Ato bimba akasha upalamba sadhanam api tadeva swikaryam. So he says bimba akasha upalamba sadhanam should also be tadeva. Tadeva means what? Bimba akasha upalamba sadhanam api tadeva swikaryam. Tadeva means what? Whose vakya is this? Siddhanti or Purvapaksha? This is Purvapaksha. You see, Nanu. That Nanu is there in the first line. 2 lines above. Nanu astu uktaritya akashasya. This is Purvapaksha going on. Purvapaksha says, Ato bimba akasha upalamba sadhanam api tadeva. Tadeva means chakshureva. Are you all in tune with me or not? Right? So Nanu, you know where Nanu is given, right? Nanu astu uktaritya. That is the Purvapaksha. Astu uktaritya akashasya jale pratibimba upalambaha. So that is Purvapaksha. And its sadhanam is chakshu eva. Andhasya tatha ananubhavat. Because andha, blind person, will not have the knowledge of Pratibimbita Akasha. Therefore, he says, if Pratibimba Akasha is known through Chakshu, Bimba Akasha also should be known through Chakshu. Why? Bimba Pratibimbayoho Samana Samagri Vedyatva Niyamat. Another niyama he gives. That Bimba and Pratibimba, they should be known through Samana Samagri. Same set of things should be required to know Bimba as well as Pratibimba. Tathacha Akasham na Sakshi Matra Pratyaksham Kintu Chakshurindriya Grahyam. Therefore, Akasha is not Sakshi Pratyaksha but Chakshurindriya Grahyam. Iti Indriya Grahyasya eva Pratibimba iti niyamasya na vyabhichara. And therefore, what is Indriya Grahya? That alone is known through Pratibimba. Indriya Grahyasya Pratibimba. Iti Niyamasya na Vyabhichara. That Niyama Vyabhichara has not taken place. Who says? There are only two. Either there is Purvapaksha or there is Siddhanta. So somebody says Purvapaksha, somebody says Siddhanta. So somebody will be correct and somebody will be silent. Purvapaksha. Iti niyamasya nya vyabhichara. Iti chet na. There is vyabhichara. How? Akashasya रूपवत्व अभावेन तस्य प्रतिबिंबस्य च चाक्षुष प्रत्यक्ष विषयत्व असंभवात्. Akasha does not have rupa. That which does not have rupa, its pratibimba also cannot have chakshusha pratyaksha. So what Purvapakshi thinks that Akasha should have chakshusha pratyakshatva because pratibimba is chakshusha pratyaksha. Vedantin is saying is, if Akasha itself is not chakshusha pratyaksha, pratibimba also is not chakshusha pratyaksha. Then Akashe chakshushatva pratyastu brahma eva. It is your illusion that you are thinking Akasha is chakshusha pratyaksha. Akashe chakshushatva pratyastu brahma eva. Okay? Clear this much? Now, kimartham tarhi bimbasya प्रतिबिंबस्य च आकाशस्य प्रत्यक्षे चक्षुरपेक्ष्यत इति चेत. This part we will see in our afternoon session. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om.